Hey guys, it's Sarah here. It's week 16 for our CSA this week. So we have 4 weeks after this to go to week 20. We're really excited to get through the next couple of weeks and share what's left in the garden for you guys. We still have tons of different vegetables coming on and looking forward to getting more into the fall crops. So typically around here in Simcoe, we usually get our first frost usually around Thanksgiving. So that gives us only another week to 10 days before we expect a frost to come. Now, if frost doesn't come, that's awesome because we have a little bit more leeway or time to get some more vegetables out of the garden. But realistically, we want to be thinking about what we should be getting out before frost comes. So that includes stuff like eggplant, tomatoes, peppers, anything that can't handle cool weather at all. But there's one crop in particular that we love to grow in the spring and in the fall that can handle some frost, and you can even grow it right through into the winter. A lot of people grow it in untreated or unheated hoop houses with some netting over top. That's a great way to keep this crop. So what crop am I talking about? Well, if you can see behind me here, we've got a whole bed of spinach. This spinach here is the space spinach variety. There's a few different kinds you can select depending on what time of year you're growing. Space is a nice variety. It doesn't bolt a lot in the heat, which we've had a lot of recently, and you can see that there's no bolting yet, so that's really exciting. So spinach is a really great crop. We love to eat it raw and cooked. It's high in a lot of different vitamins and minerals, but the one thing we really love to grow it for is the fact that it doesn't frost off after frost comes. So it allows us to extend our season into the fall and into the winter actually as well. So after the CSA is done, typically we like to harvest some for ourselves as well. So spinach, like I said, so this is a big spinach leaf here. We harvest a lot of ours a little bit bigger, typically for cooking spinach, or we can blend it, put it in soups, stews. I freeze it and then use it in the winter as well. But spinach itself, like I said, it does not like the summer heat, which is why I usually don't see it in the summer. And that being said, if you harvest it after the first frost, it'll be more tender as well. So we really love to eat it at that time of year. Anyway, so spinach, you can harvest it in many different ways as well. We typically just take a knife and kind of cut off at the base and get a whole handful of spinach. But you can also pick it leaf by leaf. Spinach will also grow back as well. So off this bed, we've already cut it once, and we will be cutting it again this week, and then maybe in a couple of weeks, depending on how much daylight it gets. So again, when you're growing into the fall, you have to think about the daylight as well. So right now, as the days get shorter, it's obviously going to take longer for some vegetables to grow to their full size because they're getting less light. So you want to think about that. So what we do is we start planting our spinach in August so that it's ready for fall harvest. Where in the springtime, we might plant it in May and it'll be ready in June. So it's a really quick turnaround time, and that's again because of the day length. Not because of the heat though, because like I said, spinach likes cool weather. So the heat isn't what impacts it. Like some crops really prefer the heat, like eggplants and tomatoes and peppers. So anyway, that's a little bit about spinach. We're really looking forward to our kombucha workshop on Wednesday. So if anyone's interested, we have 3 spots available still. It's on Wednesday night. Come check it out. Learn about your fermentation products that you can get and also how to make them. It's really good for your gut health. There's lots of studies out there that say that improving your gut health also improves your mental health, so that's really key. So if anyone's interested, please sign up, and we'll have lots more vegetables again this week. On my one side here, we've got beets growing. We'll be having them. We'll probably grow these ones for a couple more weeks until they're nice big roots for the fall. And then on this side here, I've got mustard greens, which I know is everyone's favorite. I really love mustard greens, but they are a little spicy. So anyway, that's this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if you have any questions.